So we just made it to the fishing spot for the day. I'm not gonna be putting the kayak in. It's a fairly small pond. I can already see some big bass sitting on the beds down there. We're gonna catch some today. Grab all my gear out of the truck and I'll see you in the water. We'll be starting off with just this little crawl. See how it does. First cast. I don't know if you guys could see that, but when I walked up, there's 3 decent sized bass that just darted off the bank. There's a couple looking at it right now. I don't know if they're gonna like this crawl or not. There's a fish. There we go. First fish of the day on the crawl. Not a bad little bass. Not a bad fish at all. He tried to choke it. The bank. There you go, buddy. You catch a lot of 1-2 pounders. A 2-pound bass out of this pond is a good fish, in my opinion. I just got stung by a bee. Dang, that hurt. Screw you, bee. That just makes me think when you were little, well, at least me anyway, and you got stung by a bee, felt like you were dying. But now it's just like, oh, dang, that kind of hurts. There's a lot of grass in the bottom of this pond, so I usually fish weightless, so my stuff just sits on top of that grass. It's only a few inches tall on the bottom, but the bass are usually just sitting on top of it or suspended. But this dock's a little on the sketchy side, but it'll hold us. That's just chasing that frog. There he is. That's crazy. We may have to put on one of those ribbit paddle frogs and see what it'll do in here. Cause that frog was sitting right there on that moss, and that bass came up and smacked at it. You see him right there swimming? Pretty cool, pretty cool. So it's pretty hot today, and this pond's pretty shallow, and there's really no cover over here unless they get up under that moss. But right back in there where those trees are is a little bit shaded. So we're gonna walk around over there and see if we can't get something to bite there. Oh, there's a good sized bass sitting out there. Let me see if he'll bite real quick. There he is. It's a small one. It's a fish though. Dang, oh, no wonder he felt so big. I'm caught on somebody's line. What in the world? Look at that, that's crazy. Let me try to fix this mess. Dang, he felt so strong. No wonder. Oh, he's hooked good. I want to break his lip. Bye-bye, buddy. Yesterday I fished a pond, Sampson Wood Lake. It's in Boones Creek. It's a huge pond. It's right on the back side of these apartment complexes. And there's a big construction site, and you can pull down in there to load a kayak. And that's what I done. I ended up catching 17. I was out there for about 2 hours. So you could say I had a pretty good day yesterday. Want to eat. There's another decent sized one following it. Yeah, they turned right away from the worm. See if he'll eat. He darted too. They're very skittish today for some reason. Which I was here a couple days ago and absolutely wore him out, so. There's a fish. It's a decent one. Hey, buddy. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Got him right in the top of the lip. That's what you call a perfect hook set right there. Thank you, buddy. There's actually 3 just kind of sitting there together. I'm right on the edge of that weed line, so I can't really see if they're going for it or not. So I love sight fishing. It's one of the most exciting things. You can actually watch the fish just go after your bait and watch them eat. It's so cool. Right across that thick stuff, and we'll drag it across the top. Fish on. I thought I was hung on that grass. He's pulling a little bit, don't go. Yeah. That's a better one. That's probably one of the best of the day. Probably is the best. Pretty decent fish. Oh, he is barely hooked. Now, he's a little chunky. He's got a little meat on him. All right, go on back. Go make your bed. There were several fish over there. Oh, he spooked big time. And I threw it like 5 feet past him. Oh, he's eating. There he is. Oh, that's not the fish. That's a different fish. Just a little dink. Holy crap. That would be perfect to put in my fish tank right there. I may have to come down here soon and catch one to put in my fish tank. Nice little largemouth. Ooh. I'm gonna fish across this little corner right here. There's a fish. Oh, that's a decent one. That's a decent fish. Either that or he's got a lot of grass on him. Ooh, I just fell in a hole. Oh, he's stuck in that grass. That's why he feels so heavy. Oh, still a decent fish. Yes, sir. Check that out. There's a frog in his throat. Look at that. I don't know. Can you guys see that? There's a frog leg sticking out of his throat. The boy was hungry. Another decent fish. Usually right in that corner right there, in that pocket, they bed a lot because it's super shallow over in there, and it's just, I mean, stays consistent for about 30 feet, about a foot deep, 10 inches to a foot deep probably. There's one. Oh, he just hit it on top water. It was on top of that grass and he smacked it. Yeah, buddy. That's a decent one. Well, that kind of lets me think they'd hit a frog because it was on top water in that grass and he jumped clean out of the water and smacked it. I hope y'all seen that. Yes, sir. Another little bass. I've lost count now. I think that might be 5 or 6, something like that. I don't know. These frogs are sitting on these mats over here, and these bass keep absolutely blowing up on them. There he is. That's a decent fish. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's pulling hard. He's in that branch. There he is. That's a decent fish. That's definitely the biggest one of the day. 100%. Yeah, that's definitely the best one of the day. Thank you, buddy. Alright guys, so my camera ended up dying on me. I caught a couple fish off camera, but they were both pretty small. Thanks for watching, and if you're not subscribed, I need all the help I can get. Don't have many subscribers, would like to get a few. But if you need some new hats, shirts, whatever, go over to Old South Apparel. Use my code FIELDS000. You'll get 10% off your whole order, and you'll be helping me out too. But thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.